I'm Mark Hood. From my office at the North Shore News, I write a monthly golf column telling over 150,000 readers about all the great local golf facilities available to them. Join me as we explore some of the most spectacular golf courses that British Columbia has to offer. Our day began with breakfast at Larson Station, the new restaurant in the rejuvenated clubhouse complex at West Vancouver's Gleneagles Golf Course. After the meal, we loaded up and headed off down the Sea to Sky Highway and onwards to Whistler. It's hard to overstate how big an improvement the change to the highway is. Travel time is reduced, safety is enhanced, and if you want scenery, this is the place. We made a stop on the way for a tour of the Whistler Brewery in Function Junction, just outside Whistler. Open Tuesday to Friday, the Whistler Brewery includes a brewing and bottling facility as well as the tap house, tasting room, and shop, and their tours are a great way to get to know the products. Our guide that day was Whistler Brewing's Derek Passanow, and he showed us the remarkably simple process that results in the range of fresh, full-bodied beers that are garnering increasing accolades across Western North America. Back in the tap house, we sampled some of their staple products and found out about a new beer they were launching in a few days.
So Joe, our brewmaster, came up with 3 lagers. We put them on tap here for 6 weeks, and we let the people decide. We said, come on in. Try all 3 on us. Name it, pick it, name it. We'll go from there.
So what's it called?
Powder Mountain Lager.
Powder Mountain Lager. Coming Friday.
Coming Friday.
Okay. Scoop.
It would have been nice to linger, but we had a tea time, and not just any tea time, a tea time at the Arnold Palmer designed Whistler Golf Course. What was an increasingly good day got a lot better when we pulled into the Whistler parking lot. The sun came out. Of the 3 Whistler golf courses, this is my favorite. Opened originally as a 9-hole course in 1981, the course was reshaped by Arnold Palmer into a full 18 holes that opened for play in 1983 and raised the bar for everybody else. It's not just the Palmer name and design, though this was his first Canadian project and he was determined to make it spectacular. It's not just the setting. Though surrounded by snowy peaks, it's hard to imagine that there's any place else on Earth worth going to. It's the Whistler Golf Club's constant dedication to providing their guests with a complete package, an outstanding golf course in an unparalleled setting with unbeatable customer service. The opening 3 holes are a transition zone where you move between the world you live in every day and a few fleeting hours of true golf nirvana. At 380 yards from the back tees, the par 4 first hole is a great beginning. Wide open and favoring a left-to-right shot, it's a chance for a decent result and an opportunity to build the confidence you will need for what comes later. Number 3, a long 552-yard left-to-right dogleg is where the fun really cranks up. Rated toughest hole in the course, it's all of that and more. To reach the green in 2, you need to pound it and keep control. Too far to the right and you won't see the green. Too far to the left and there's trees and dense bush. As you round the corner towards the green, you get to see the broad midsection of the course snuggle down in the valley floor between the soaring mountains. The cold spring had left a lot of snow on the surrounding hills, and in the sunshine of that afternoon, the view was spectacular. All the elements of Whistler lay before us: forests, water, and wind. Lots of wind. From the 3rd green until holing out on the par 3 8th, managing the wind was the biggest challenge on the front half. The 301-yard par 4 4th played much longer, and club selection was a real challenge. By the time we reached the 188-yard par 3 8th, the wind had shifted and we were hitting into it again. Things were no easier on the back 9. Number 10 at 334 yards from the tournament tees is a gentle respite when the wind is down. That day the wind was everywhere but down. Number 11 is a 515-yard par 5 cut in 3 by the creek, and the green is a long way off. The 13th is a 404-yard hard dogleg left, and the wind added a ton of length. The elevated 16th tee box is a great place to pause and absorb the moment. Poised above a small lake, there's ski runs up to the right, the course at your feet, and everywhere mountains and ancient stands of timber. It's gorgeous. Yet this 460-yard par 4 demands that you snap out of it and pay attention to the task at hand. Short is dead and a slice is just as bad. It's all about control, and when the wind is up, that's a tall order. The closing hole with Mount Currie in the distance is a great way to finish as you head back to the clubhouse to discuss your round.
If you can stay on the fairway or close to the fairway, you know, all the holes are manageable. You got some pretty long par 4s, a couple of long par 3s, but you know, it's not like some courses where if you miss head a bit, you're dead. You know, it's a very playable course, but it's still quite challenging, especially today with the wind.
Like Dan Foster said, I think it's my favorite course in the Whistler-Pemberton area. I love the scenery. I love the fact that while we're playing golf, there's activity around. There's the walkway, the path that goes around it. Lots of bikes, lots of walking. As I say, the scenery, the course itself, even though it's in the mountains, it's very, very flat for the most part, so it can be forgiving.
Walkable?
Keep it on. Very, very walkable. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Yeah.
It's a very nice course overall, and any mistakes you make, you can usually make it up pretty quickly because it's pretty open out here. So, very nice course.
Thank you.